Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So, I'm sure most of you have caught the live stream that was broadcast on the Another Eden Global channel, and if you haven't, make sure you not only like and subscribe to myself, but like and subscribe to their channel. You do get some cool updates. You'll meet Scott, the community manager, and obviously in this case, the live stream that was for Global did announce a way to celebrate our 4th anniversary for Global. So therefore, we do have version 2.14.510 Ally Encounter Iphi. And so, for those who don't know, this is going to be a global first unit that is only released for Global before Japan. Now, normally Japan gets their units first. In this case, we're going to get our unit first, and then Japan will have it sometime in the next few weeks afterwards. So, what do we know about Iphi so far? If you catch the live stream, you'll know that she is our first Shade Zone setter. And she can Shade Zone with a move, which is by all stretches, is going to be a deep preemptive move, which means you can do a one-turn Shade AF, which is really, really good. Not only that, she is a magic staff shadow user, and she can also deploy things like mental focus, which is really, really good for magic teams. She can do something unique called Blood Contract, which basically allows your other 3 frontline units to tank hits for her, and if they take fatal damage, they'll come back to life with no penalty. My understanding is that it will not count as a death, so this should work in things like boss rush or with other, I don't even think it will consume hold ground, although we'll have to test and see if anyone does get the unit tomorrow evening in order to kind of see exactly what it does. With most Global First characters, they are extremely powerful, the last 2 units being Eva and Melissa. Anyways, back to Shade Zone setting. Not only that, she is a lunatic unit. I believe she does Risk Taker. So for those who have Philly AS, I believe that's the same kind of lunatic, which basically allows her to do a lot more damage while in lunatic at the cost of every move consuming 10% HP from what I understand. Now, Iphi is not only a good zone setter, she also has traits of AS Nakoko. Now, if you caught my what units to summon on the Star Dream, you'll know that I did rank AS Nakoko very high, and Iphi can do something by herself. She not only sets Shade Zone, she can convert everyone on your team to Shade element for 1 turn, which is ridiculous, because if you think about it, that's all built into this 1 unit as opposed to now needing AS Nakoko. You'll have her all at once. Oh, no big deal. Increases power, int, and speed for your whole team by 50% as a base. Has knockback immunity for your entire team, and depending on how many units die and come back to life, she actually stacks something called a seance. And if she can stack 2 or 3 stacks, you're going to have more benefits. So for example, her 50-50-50 in speed and power boost will now become 100%, which is basically the same as an Alu Mage from Orlea. If that's not good enough for you, I mean, her damage and DPS is an AoE, XL times 3, and it guarantees crit. It also apparently ignores target defenses. Now, I'm not sure what that means. I don't believe that means bypass barrier. However, what I suspect it means is that for those enemies that have a high innate resistance, that is, they have equipped, you can see the equipment where they start off with like high type shields and things like that. I believe this should bypass that. So please correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong, but either way, ignoring defenses sounds like a good thing, and we want more of that. She can also inflict elemental break, so multiple stacks of break for those who have alter his mana. This is going to be the same kind of idea, and this will be elemental break Shade, obviously, because she's a Shade unit. If you like AS Chio, she can also preemptively, and not only preemptively, permanently inflict poison and pain to all enemy, ignoring target resistance. Oh, in the same move, might as well down power, speed, and int debuff 35%, type resist down 35%, and if you get enough seances from your units dying and coming back to life for you, it'll be a 50-50-50. So, wow. Super boosting, super debuffing, zone setting, changes everyone to Shade, brings people back to life. I don't even know what else to say. Sounds insane. Alright, so obviously we are all excited for this drop, which should happen about 24 hours from now. It is a new update, so make sure you do go to the App Store or Play Store and load it up tomorrow evening once it becomes available. And for everyone who likes to spend stones, there are paid Fatefuls as usual, 3 times max. I'll have to see who the whose Iphi is paired with, because obviously the secondary unit will make a big difference in terms of the value of the banner. On top of that, there is an additional Fateful, which is a one-time only, and this will celebrate the 3 global first units over the last 3 years, Melissa, Eva, and Iphi. And so I'm assuming this just will be 10% across the board, so 10% for Iphi, 10% for Eva, and 10% for Melissa, and the other 70% will be any random 5-star up to date. And of course, if you did miss on Eva, and let's be honest, Eva is extremely powerful in her own right. You can now get her with the Fateful, you can do her with a regular banner, and you can also, if you really want to, buy Melissa straight out, one-time paid, guaranteed 100% chance of Melissa on the 10th pull. Okay, now enough of the global first unit, although that is obviously a big deal. We do have increased login bonuses from 20 to 50, which is not bad at all. I mean, I'd rather have 100 stones a day, but 50 is not bad. Starts as of tomorrow, and it will run for about 2 weeks or so. And of course, now you can buy more Chrono Stones, because let's be honest, we're going to be probably spending a lot of stones on her. For everyone who likes to run keys and who does not like to run keys, I know some of you don't, but for me, I love running keys, and having more green keys and more red keys will allow me to grind out those long-awaited treaties and opuses that are missing in order to side grade the units that I really, really want. Sukiya. Anyways, so bold pulses I didn't mention because a lot of people have either given up on Battle Simulator, aka Boss Rush, or they've already finished it off, in which case bold pulses aren't nearly as valuable. But that being said, if you want to do extra boss rush stages, you can now do that because you get an extra bold pulse every day. Instead of having, I guess, a few, you'll have 1 extra. You cannot store beyond the what you have. However, when you do claim it, you can go above the max. It's just that it will not recharge, every 6 hours. Now, what's really cool, starting, I guess, on probably not tomorrow, but the next day's login, we'll have a Whisper of Time and a Whisper of Time drop. Now, for those players who are new to the game, and again, I welcome you not to this channel, but also to the game at large. I'm hoping some of you came from the Tales of, I'm hoping some of you just found me randomly, or good word of mouth from the game in general. Hopefully you're here to stay for a very, very long time. Whispers of Time, aka Sprinkles of Salt, are basically free daily pulls. Now, they're not 10 pulls, they're free single summon pulls. You can get every unit up to date generally, and if you can see the picture, even Iphi will be featured among units such as AS Nakoko, Alter Hismina, all the newer unit. You can see Alter Sukiya's up there, and even Rose Unseen, aka AS Byakuya, will be here. So you pull 1 every day, 10 days total. If you do log in, make sure you use it, because I don't think you can save it. Like if you miss a day or you log in and don't use it, I'm not sure if it penalizes you or not. You need to get 10 days worth of it, that is, log in for 10 days, grab 10 days of the singles, and then after that, on the 11th day, you'll get a guaranteed 5 stars. Again, if you're new to the game, you'll know that 5 stars are the most powerful units in the game. There are no 6 stars. I hope WFS, if you're listening, do not release any 6 stars. Let's keep it to the 5 stars. I don't mind the another styles or extra styles or alters. Let's just keep it all the same level so that we don't have to worry about crazy amounts of power creep. That being said, yes, free 5 star. Nothing wrong with that. And note that, again, if you already have one, you will not receive a second Whisper of Time. So you do have to use it if you do log in. You cannot save them. And of course, they always fix some certain bugs A lot of them are created from the concerto arts or mystic arts because they trigger and they kind of played or did things that they shouldn't have, especially in interactions with things like boss rush and other things. So I'm sure they're going to fix some of the weird things that were happening with the Tales of collab. So let me know in the comments below what you think of Iphi. Have you watched the replay of the live stream, or were you actually there? And if so, what do you think of the celebration so far for the 4th anniversary? Happy anniversary, Another Eden. For myself, I was not able to watch the live stream because I was sleeping at the time. I will be summoning on Iphi's banner. Not sure how much I'll be committing to it. Obviously, one of the units I don't have in any form, and since it is a global first, I'm hoping to add it to my collection. And if I do, I'll be sure to experiment with her, report to you, have a 5-star review, and so on and so forth. What I will say is, I really hope that I don't have a replay of last year's global first unit, Eva, where if you followed my channel, or if you go to some of the history of my summon playlist, you'll know I spent over 20,000 stones on Eva, multiple rounds, broke as heck, a lot of pain, a lot of mental anguish. I wanted to throw my iPad against the wall. There's a lot of pain there, and eventually I did hit her, thank goodness, but I was broken. So I really hope that I don't go through the same heartbreak when going for Iphi. Anyways, so for tomorrow's schedule, I'll do a Should You Summon video on Iphi with my thoughts about the unit, although you can probably see from ahead of time what I do think initially of the unit itself. Maybe I'll learn some more information over the next 24 hours. And then after that, I will probably do some summoning and upload those videos as well. Anyways, looking forward to the new update. If you're wondering, I don't mind that they delayed the main story part 3. When they get to it, they get to it. Honestly, this is pretty cool, and depending on how the roadmap is, I believe that AS Flamelopus will be released as the next banner in early or mid-February, followed by main story part 3 near the end of February. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.